Hello and welcome back to Season 2 of ETS2 following my career, Farquar Freights. We are still driving for SD Logistics, but this season we're going to have a little twist on what we do, so let's get into it because we've got a job waiting. So we are starting today back in good old Norwich. We've got to go pick up some tomatoes and we're going to be delivering them up to Newcastle. Now, Season 2 is going to be a little bit different. Season 2, as I'm calling it, is going to have a bit more of a focus. And as the title would suggest, our focus is going to be conquering Great Britain. So what we're going to try, if we can, is to drive down every road in the UK and Ireland. We're going to add Ireland to this. Own every garage in the UK and Ireland through promods, and yeah, just visit everything, every city, do everything we can, trigger all the collectibles and such, all the videos and things like that. That is what I want to do. That's going to be the focus, and in doing that we are predominantly going to stay in the UK. We're going to stay in Great Britain and Ireland. Now, every now and then we might take a job that takes us overseas, but we will be starting, obviously, in the UK. And if we do, the next job has to bring us back until we've unlocked everything in the UK. So let's go find out where these tomatoes are, shall we? Now, I always forget when we come up to Syngenta if I can go all the way around this place or not. Seems we can. So our load is going to be in there. I'm going to be a bit kind to myself, because we've got the trailer. We're going to do some outer cab for parking and stuff and loading. But yeah, I'm hoping a little bit of a focus will, you know, create a narrative for what we're doing here in the UK. I think what I'm considering Season 1 was obviously 100 odd episodes of me just driving around, which ultimately is the game. That's what we do. That's Euro Truck. You drive around Europe and you do deliveries. But I just wanted to have a little bit of a focus going forwards, having a target that's not just the whole of Europe being what we do. And I think in just driving in the UK mainly, you know, it's going to add that challenge of, well, mileage is going to be low, jobs are going to be short, pay is not going to be high. So we may have to take on jobs such as heavy loads. Oh, taking the trailer off, there's a theme. Taking off loads and things, so it's going to be a lot more difficult. Alright, let's get our load, get our cargo put away. Yeah, so it's not going to be just as easy as, you know, as it may seem.
Let's get this job done.
As I get back into the swing of driving, we'll probably have less out of cab, but I've just got to get back into the swing of it. It's been a little while. Done a few convoys with the company, SD Logistics. We are a real VTC run by Simudad. Go check out his YouTube channel for all the details on how to join, or search for SD Logistics on Trucks Books. Very relaxed, no maximums, no minimums, drive as you like. Pretty much weekly convoys on ATS, ETS sometimes. I've hosted one or two. It's all good. A lot of fun had. Let's get in gear. Right. Now, something that I never used before is the turn head when steering, so we're trying that out today, something a little bit different. So I'm hoping it's going to save me some mouse movements.
Turn right.
We should be able to see where we're going a little bit better. I did try the turn head on indicator, but I felt like that locked us in a direction we didn't really want to be looking. So this gives us a little bit more freedom. Anyway, I hope you're all well.
Go straight.
You're enjoying what you're doing, having a good weekend. I still plan on putting these out on weekends. That's going to be our thing. Now, our tomatoes are going up to Aldi in Newcastle. The Geordie land, way a man.
Keep right.
Salt of the earth folk up there, some of the best people. We're having our first crash. We're nice and early. It's been a while.
Left.
Yeah, I think I started at around about 4:30 It's time now. Where's our clock? 6 o'clock. So, got a full day to get up there. We should be fine with that. No sweat. No doubt that will not be our first little rub of the day. You know, it's come to be a thing. It's not a MrFarquar video if we don't crash. And since we're back in the UK, and predominantly going to be in the UK, I have switched back over to right-hand drive. This just makes more sense. And so that I can try and control daylight and stuff like that. We don't have the fatigue setting activated, so we shouldn't sort of yawn and get tired, but I will rest sort of every 10-12 hours, make sure we get sleep in. But then if I don't want to do a lot of night driving, I can sort of cycle it through, or we can just drive on and just, you know, say it's another day. Because getting stuck with a load of night jobs because of your sleep pattern can be a pain in the arse. And that yawning does my head in. Sometimes it starts like an hour or two before you even need to sleep, and that's just too much. I'm coming over, sir. I'm coming over. A little bit late on my signal, I do apologise. But in part, this head turning seems quite handy. Seems to be working quite well. So this is the very first time I've used it. I had a little look just on driving down from where I've brought myself back. That was it. I'm going to try and put these out weekly again. Like I say, Sundays is going to be the thing. Hopefully, sometimes we'll do multiple small jobs. I may get in touch with SD Logistics owner and see if he can set me up some jobs sort of so we can chain them together. So it's like a multi-drop job. We'll see how that goes. He's a busy man. Setting individual jobs is a bit of a chore if he's got a lot to do and whatnot, but if he can, we might try and run some of that. But since we're staying sort of UK, we can pretty much do small jobs, run, pick up, if we can get a few places that are close to each other. I have adjusted the preferred distance slider, so things should be, let's just make sure it's not on there. So most jobs should be pretty short. Keep right as I go left. Okay. Don't let them think I'm coming off.
Keep left.
Oh mate, you're right. Try and be courteous. I'll try and improve the drive of this series as well. Season 2, where MrFarquar gets good. It'll only be year 3 of the game. I'm still new, obviously.
Turn right.
What seems to be quite ironic is that when we do the company convoys and stream them, I seem to be one of the better drivers, less incidents. When I'm recording my own videos, I am the worst driver in the company. I always need to drive with other people. That is clearly the way it needs to be. I was considering putting the camera on as well for this series. So that might turn up sometimes. You might see a camera of me or not. Depends on how beautiful I'm feeling that day. Not very, ever. We'll see. We might do that. Had the camera on for a little bit in the last lot. It's all down to lighting, and like I say, it's just how you feel. Some days you just don't feel like putting your face out there. And I tend to record my my truck, and I tend to record in the mornings, and not always 100% awake and with it. Yeah, I've still got that sleepy face. And depending on how the schedule goes with the trucking, I may even stream some of this, because I don't really stream ETS. Stream ATS, but not really ETS, so depends on how the schedule is, we might do that. We shall see. This year as well, I'm going to be looking to do a lot more streaming over on Twitch and less streaming on YouTube. So if you're someone that watches mainly my farm sim streams, if you watch my farm sim streams, then yeah, they may move over to Twitch as well. Just because when I do a stream for about 3-4 days, not that my videos, again I go over this all the time, not that my videos do very well anyway, but they do significantly worse for 3 days after a stream than they would if they went out without the stream happening. So I think all streaming may eventually move over to Twitch. I'll try and keep some of the farming, because I know some of the farm guys like to watch it here. They don't like to go over to another platform, but I have to do what's probably best for the channel in the long run, and that's probably going to be it. Because I've already shut down my other channel and moved all that over here, so variety is here anyway, and I stream variety on Twitch when I can, and I just think just streaming over there is just going to be better for us. Saves those dips down in performance over here, so I feel like I get a bit of momentum, and that's when I feel good about the channel, so I stream more because I'm feeling good, get some growth, get some people interaction, stream, and then YouTube's like, oh, you're streaming, are you? Let's not push these videos. It's just like, oh no, you know, you stream to add to it. Well, YouTube don't like you streaming and doing videos on demand on the same channel, apparently. And I'm not going to start a separate channel just for streaming here, because, you know, we like to earn a little bit of a penny for what we do, and that would have to start from fresh again. So although we'd be monetized over here doing the content to go alongside this, would then not be monetized, which is insane.
Keep right, and then continue straight.
So you gonna let me? Are you letting me? No? Mate, I'm pulling over.
Go straight.
I wasn't sure if he was gonna let me then. Didn't look like he was. Slow my ass down. Not that much, but I approached it too hot. He's thinking that's why I didn't want to let you in. Causing traffic jams via braking, Mr. Farquar. But since the end of the last series, there's been, I think, maybe one job I've done on here. That's it. We've changed nothing on the interior of the truck. Everything's the same. We might mix it up a little bit. Although we've had a channel change, we've not changed the truck. I quite like the skin. I know it's nothing special, but we've got to keep some things the same, I think, as we go along. I did consider doing like a Union Jack livery. There is a Union Jack livery actually in game, but you know, doing one that I can edit over as well. That might have been a thing.
Straight.
don't have these sort of junctions in the UK. I really don't like that these are here. I really don't. They're not British junctions at all. Not like that. And I've always said that. That was why we went, main reason we went with promods. Makes it more English, but some parts of it are still obviously CS. That is not. Ooh. Watch my speed. I thought we had the speed limiter on, but maybe we don't. Unless it was just downhill inertia that got us moving there. And as always with anything on this channel, these, these will largely be pre-recorded a bit of time in advance. You know, I like to do. I'll spend a week where I record like 5 or 6 of these, get a month or 2 on, and then step away for a little bit, do some other stuff. It's the only way I can manage it and do all the things I want to do. I feel like I'm going a little bit quick for some of these road bits for the turns. So let's have a little look at time. 6 hours. Still got 300 miles to go apparently. 6 hours. This is a 38 grand job, so it's not too bad. On the open road, those six hours will soon fly by. Here in the UK anyway. Provided I don't mess up. Because it's harder to reroute here as well, excuse me, I have pretty much dialed diversions right down. It's probably like 1 or 2 is all there is on the slider for diversions. Does it take you so far out? Even with promods, there's still not a great deal of alternative routes on the network. Once we get back in the swing as well, we'll do a little bit more out with cab as we're going along. Some of those cinematic bits. I was hoping to have time to try and figure out how to do all the console stuff and sweep around and look and do more of that stuff. That may come in. I've just not had the time to do it with everything. It's just been so busy. So hopefully it will come. So if you're watching this as a new series and you're thinking, oh, this is pretty basic, hopefully I will get some new skills as we go along. That's generally how my series go. Like the first few episodes are really crap, and then I develop as we move through them. That includes audio. That really annoys me with a lot of the content on my channel. Is like the first few episodes are the highest viewed but the worst, because people never get no further than that because I sound terrible, especially on some of the earlier content. I didn't know what I was doing with audio then. I'm a little bit better with it now. Not great, hence why we sound like this still, but audio is my biggest bane. Has been now for nearly 3 years. Oh, we must be coming up close to the Midlands. We've got
Go straight.
Birmingham, Grimsby, Sheffield, all coming up here. Got a straight bit of road. I'm just going to have a quick drink. Firstly, work all this driving and talking. No doubt I'll lose my voice at some point. Always do. hopefully the new old content hasn't put too many people off the channel. I did put out some posts warning that it was coming, and I did put out posts the very first day that it started, and I'll probably put out more posts planned in as they come. But you know, whenever previously, and this is why I did start the second channel previously, whenever variety stuff went out, I lost subscribers, which made no sense. But it's just gonna bombard the old content that's coming up from MrFarquar Plus. So it's a year's worth of content. It's pretty much gonna drop in maybe 2 months. So it's gonna be busy. I don't expect a lot of views on it, as that's not what it's there for. It's just so I can close the other channel down and still have what I've done. And then if anyone ever does come along that is interested in it, they can watch it. It is there. You know, I thought it was a good idea at the time to move it over, but I should have just stuck with wanting to do what I wanted to do and stop worrying about what other people may want, and just have had one channel. It would have been easier for people to get used to, I think. Because when the variety content was here, you know, it got 30, 40 views, if that, and that would worry me. Whereas I started a new channel with no subscribers, got 30, 40 views, and I was happy with it. So, you know, the irony of it. So if you don't watch it, you don't watch it. YouTube claims that one video's performance does not affect the next. I don't believe them, so we're going to see how that works. In dumping a year's worth of content on my channel in 2 or 3 months, there's every chance I've completely killed it, but like I say, it's just there. There will be more. There were series that I was already working on that were going to come out in 2024, which I was working on in 2023. So they'll be coming out here as well. They'll just be more spaced out. Now, I'm not going to be trying to put out, although some of it will be daily. Starfield will probably still continue to be pretty regular, but the rest of it will not be aimed to be a daily variety stuff. It'll just be mixed in with the other content. And you know, last year when we got access to Ride Simulator, I really didn't expect that to do very well at all on the channel, and people seem to enjoy it, and we grew off it as well. So doing going back to doing more games like that, because that was what I used to like playing, because I do like a manual labour simulator, and I'm going to look to either reboot or completely restart Gas Station Simulator. So I had a lot of fun with that. That was a silly tongue-in-cheek simulator, and because I enjoy those games, I've got quite a few of them. So I think there's a lot of fun times that can be had, just having a laugh at all the silliness. You know, that those games, they call themselves simulators, but they're always so janky and quirky, and I just think that's the allure of them for me. So we're going to be doing that. And as you will have noticed, we are back in the hunting. I've always done hunting in the background, always played them. I've been playing, although my skills in it never look like it, I've been playing Call of the Wild for about a decade. And way the hunter I've had for a while, just never really played it much because I was always into Call of the Wild, and you know, there's so much game content there. I never felt I needed to move on. But I started watching a few other guys playing Way of the Hunter, and it is very different. The mechanics are different. Visually, it's absolutely gorgeous.
And then continue straight.
So yeah, that's either starting or on its way as well. Obviously, farming will always be a mainstay of the channel. That's what you guys mainly came here for. And provided giants don't mess it up, there'll be something that'll always be here. Manchester and Newcastle, fastly approaching. So how are we looking? Ooh. 170. Ooh, well done, Mr. Policeman. 168 miles. Still saying 3 hours 30. So we've done half in, you know, we just did 300 miles in that short space of time. cover the ground really quickly here in the UK. So it's safe to go over. Thank you, sir. I'm looking forward to things this year. I'm really hoping for a boom year. I was hoping last year was going to be a boom year. Set myself what I thought was quite a low target of 3,000 subscribers for the year, and we missed that by quite a long shot. But we're going to have another big target for this year. Whether we'll get even closer, I don't know. But 5,000 will be the target. So when we do streams, that target will show. But yeah, I'd really like to have 5,000 by the end of the year.
Continue straight.
Are you going to let me out?
Go
Thank you
straight.
very much. So yeah, like the videos, watch them to completion, share them if you wish, drop your comments. That all helps to push the content. And if you do enjoy the content and you want to support the channel further, there are ways. We have channel memberships that allow you to join in with multiplayer. It gives you access to the dedicated servers of Farm Sim, a few little previews and stuff in the community, but it's, you know, they start from 99p. It's not a lot if you want to support the channel. There are obviously YouTube's own donation super chats and stuff like that, super thanks. But YouTube do take a massive chunk of that, so I have added in the option. There are two donation links. There should be a direct donation link, and there's also a thing called Coffee. If you wish, you can donate through that. I don't bang on about it because, you know, I don't want to beg for money. I want people to enjoy the content, watch the videos. Some people may wish to support, don't know how they can, and I know a lot of people don't. Or a lot of people are aware of like the massive chunk that YouTube take from its creators, and don't like to donate because they don't want to give YouTube all the money. So there are those options. Members and members and people who do sort of support in that way without being a member, they do get their executive producer titles at the end of the videos. So everyone that you see at the end there is supporting the channel. We're speeding. I'm speeding. That was a bit naughty, wasn't it? Got caught on the camera. There was that small little stretch that went to 50. There's also merch available. There's always been merch since the inception of the channel. We've had merch. I think we've sold one t-shirt. So if you wanna have some MrFarquar gear, it's there. And all the lines that I've made stay up. So if you want some old original stuff, that's still there. The last lot is still up there. I've not made, at the point of recording this, I've not designed anything new to go with the new logo. I might do just a simple t-shirt and hoodie if people wish, but they're there. If you are that one person that has brought one and joined the Discord, share a picture of it for me. Obviously I don't know who it was, so I'd love to see someone wearing it. That'd be funny. Currently I'm not one of those people that wear their own their own brand, and perhaps I should do that with streams. That's what they do, innit? Wear their own hats and hoodies in their streams. I'll buy a box. I have to make sure they do super fat man size. There's our lovely trailer, SD Logistics, on the road. The trailer was created by Chaotic Farmer, one of the drivers in the Discord. Go check him out, he has a YouTube channel. He also streams on Twitch. I think he prefers to stream on Twitch, but he does have a YouTube channel. I think his content release sort of sways up and down depending on, like with a lot of people, in terms of what they're doing. It's a hobby. They put out what they want when they want, which is cool. I think that's sort of the trouble with my mindset. I try and treat this like it's a full-time thing, but you know, it's a hobbyist channel at the minute. It's not it doesn't you know, generate the revenue for it to really be a full-time thing, but the hours that I put in are beyond full-time, to say the least. Especially when trying to maintain the 2 channels before. Like it was a 78-hour week, and pretty much all of those hours take place between 6 PM and 3 AM, which makes for very long days when your day starts at 6 AM. Are we still 60? Doing 56, so we should be alright. That just dropped to 50. But that fucking didn't it? Yeah, see? Sorry about the language. I was going to try not to swear this year so much, but you know what? I already slipped one in. Perhaps we should get one of those beep things for it. Don't like to censor myself though. YouTube only have an issue when I say the C word, so I've always just been me, always just been my authentic self, speak my truth, and all that. Speak your truth. No, there's only one truth. We don't have our own truths. Everything else is an opinion. That's not truth. But yeah, so I've always just tried to be my authentic me, and bad words are part of my vocabulary anyway. Too often it seems. I did watch back one of my streams a while back, and I was like, man, I swear a lot. We're good for fuel, we're doing fine. To be mindful of that. We had a little run out of that on ATS last year. Hopefully the one. Don't want any more of that. Run out of fuel on jobs. Not on ATS. It was on here, wasn't it? It was on this series. It wasn't on ATS. It was on this series. Don't know why it was ATS. Yeah, we ran out of fuel.
Keep left.
In the tunnel, if I remember rightly. I think we're now coming off to Newcastle here on the A1. Scotland ahead. We'll get up there more as well. We've got to get everywhere. I think this is our first visit to Newcastle as well. 3 years, and well, not quite 3 years, but 2.5 years. This is our first visit to Newcastle. So I don't think we started playing ETS until the channel was already like 6-8 months old. It came in much later on. Newcastle upon Tyne. Here we come. Thumbs up from the ZOTAC bobblehead. Once again, don't forget to give the videos a big fat thumbs up. I never put those little pop-up bits in anymore, any of that. You know what, if you like it, give it a like. If you're like me, you might watch your content on a telly, and I always forget to use the remote control to give videos a thumbs up when I watch. And annoyingly, you can't comment either, so I can't even let people know that I've seen it. Because I like people to know that I've watched it. Those that I support, they want to know that you're there, supporting them.
Take the first exit.
Certainly will.
Exit now.
Mercedes-Benz.
Then turn right.
We do have automatic
Turn
indicator
right.
off, but it doesn't seem to be happening. We're going right here. Is this where we go into
Turn right.
deliver at the Aldi? I think it is. And then over to... Where are we going from here? Can't see for the life of me where the delivery point is, where the drop off. Oh, that's horrific. Okay.
Here we are. Safe and sound.
Do they not know who I am? So I think if I come right round, do a little bit of out cab as well, you can see more of the truck, more of the trailer. I just can't drive down the roads out of cab. Right. Are you ready for this utter mess? And I've said before, like I've always tried to do the in-cab thing, but then I realised that some of the biggest channels and streamers that do ATS and ETS do out of cab parking. That's a wall. Well, so you have those guys that do the super realistic stuff with like a cab set up in their lounge. I'm not talking about them. Those crazy people. Oh. Oh, sorry, mate. It's the risk of parking near the loading bay, I guess. You had a choice of other spots, I didn't. Don't mind the bins now. We're pretty much in. And we do have our delivery set as random, that's why it's already there for us when we arrive. If you have one that's too horrific, I'll just, you know, press OK delivered. Let's just move them bins for them. There you go. It's engine off, isn't it? Then deliver. When you've got the whole thing there to do, engine off and deliver. And there we are, level 27. That was 456 miles. We made 38,000. We did have a little dink and we had to rub with the car there, but you know what? That happens. That's me. That was pretty good for me. So with that being our first delivery of the series done, in which we are trying to conquer Great Britain, let's look at what we've got left to do. We've still got this part of sort of Suffolk down here. Parts of Essex and Kent. We need to try and find routes that will come down here. You know, if we get jobs that go from like London to Plymouth or wherever, and they want us to take one route, the next time if we come out, we'll try and select, like plan our route ourselves, go a different way. We want to get into Wales, we want to get back over to Ireland, and all the way up here as well. So we also, like I say, we want to purchase all the garages when we see them as well. Not as we see them. Cambridge is our main one. I don't think Felix still has one, so I've got to find out where they are. All we've got is that garage here. Yeah. So I think most major towns are going to have one. So where's Newcastle's? Because then obviously we can buy more trucks and get more drivers. So if we just quickly set route. Now, what's going to be the easiest way out of
Let's
here is the
go.
question now. So this is going to be fun. Am I on the car or am I on the wall? On the wall, naturally. Right. So if you could just move your car, that'd be great. There's no room. Another car. Right, there we are. Didn't get fined for it, so it's just a gentle rub, that's fine.
Turn left.
We'll just go and see how much the Newcastle garage costs. If that's a small one, we might be able to buy it. And this series as well, we're going to make changes to the fleet. I want everyone eventually in the same truck. So we may have a big truck sale. And then just buy replicas of this. But this was an expensive one, the Volvo.
Take the
So
second exit.
whether we go drivers without trucks for a little while, I don't know.
Exit now.
I don't think that sounds like a good idea. Sell them off one at a time and replace them.
Right.
The unique ones we might move over and put in my Norwich garage, because that was always going to be my garage. So if we pop up our little symbol, our little box, it should tell us. There we go. Do you really want to buy this garage? Yes, I do. Why that was giving me so much jip at the start, I don't know. But we now have a garage in the north. It's a bit of a rundown old one. But it'll do. It is ours. So we're now down to 116 grand. So that's not a lot. But, you know, it's honest work. We'll get more of it. And that is it. Our first episode of the new series in the bag. MrFarquar, Farquar Freights, conquering Britain under SD Logistics. We've hit Newcastle. We've brought a new garage already. We've got a lot of road to cover. We've got a lot of garages to purchase and to fit out. We want to have them running, not just own them. They've got to be running and functioning. We need a couple of drivers in it, at least a couple of drivers in each with a truck, and I'd like them all to have an SD Logistics trailer as well. But that's it for the first one. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, give it a big fat thumbs up down below. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn the bell notification on, find out when the videos are going live. As always, comments and feedback down there. Come join us in the Discord. Links are available down in the description. You guys have a wonderful day, and hopefully I will see you again soon. Bye bye.